Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture series on chemical and physical equilibria. This is lecture number 3. In this lecture I am going to introduce two important terms called stoichiometric number and reaction coordinate. After that I am going to derive thermodynamically the expression for equilibrium constant. Okay, let's get to the topic. So what is meant by stoichiometric number and what is reaction coordinate? Listen, suppose if I take a balanced reaction, in a balanced reaction, let me change the color of my pen. Okay, say for example hydrogen reacts with the chlorine, form 2 hydrogen chloride. Now in this reaction, what is stoichiometric number? Stoichiometric number is usually denoted by the symbol nu. Okay, nu is the symbol for stoichiometric number. Stoichiometric number, right? So what is the stoichiometric number for each of these component, right? So stoichiometric number for hydrogen, stoichiometric number, keep this in mind. Stoichiometric number for reactant should be always given with the minus sign. So here we have 1 mole. Okay, we have one molecule here, so I am going to give the stoichiometric number as -1. Similarly, for this reactant, the stoichiometric number is -1, and for the product, okay, the stoichiometric number should be positive, so the stoichiometric number here is 2, right? So in a given reaction, right, whatever coefficients present in front of the species, okay, that number can be given as the stoichiometric number, but keep this in mind. For reactant, stoichiometric number should be given with the minus sign, and for product it should be with positive sign. Okay, I'll give one more I'll show you one more example just for understanding purpose. Suppose I will take this reaction, synthesis of ammonia by Haber process. 1 mole of nitrogen combined with 3 moles of hydrogen forming 2 moles of ammonia. In this reaction, what is the stoichiometric number? Stoichiometric number, okay, for the reactant and product. I told you for reactant, stoichiometric number should be given with the minus sign. See, here I have 1 mole of nitrogen and here we have 3 mole of hydrogen. Okay, nitrogen and hydrogen are reactants, so stoichiometric number for nitrogen is -1 and stoichiometric number for hydrogen is -3. For product, the stoichiometric number should be given as a positive quantity, so stoichiometric number for ammonia here is 2. Okay, so this is the stoichiometric number, right? Okay, now let me go to the next one, that is reaction coordinate. What is meant by reaction coordinate? Reaction coordinate. Reaction coordinate is usually represented by the symbol epsilon. Epsilon is the symbol for reaction coordinate. Now what is actually reaction coordinate? Listen, suppose in a reaction, say for example, I'll take a reaction A plus B giving C plus D. Okay, we have some reaction A plus B giving C plus D. In this reaction, the change in number of moles of A with respect to stoichiometric number of A, okay, similarly, the change in number of moles of B with respect to the stoichiometric number B, change in number of moles of C with respect to the stoichiometric number C, change in number of moles of D with respect to stoichiometric number nu D. Listen, these ratios are always equal and it is a constant. Okay, these ratios are equal and it is a constant. Okay, yeah. Now and so since it is a constant, we can write in general that dni for any species in a reaction, change in number of moles of ith species divided by stoichiometric number of that species should be equal to it. Since it is a constant, that constant is given as derivative of reaction coordinate. Okay, derivative of reaction coordinate. Yeah, so this is the this is how the reaction coordinate, okay, we can introduce in chemical reaction. Okay, yeah. So this change in number of moles of any species in a reaction divided by stoichiometric number of that species, it is a constant, and that constant is given as a derivative of reaction coordinate, right? Yeah. Now from this I'll give some important expressions which we need to know. What is that? See, here dni by nu I equal to dE, so we can write dni is equal to nu I into dE epsilon, okay, not E, epsilon. Right, now if I integrate both the side, dni, and here I am integrating nu I into d epsilon. Okay, so initially the reaction coordinate before the commencement of reaction, okay, before the commencement of reaction we have only reactant, so there is no reaction, so reaction coordinate is 0, and at particular stage we will be having some value of reaction coordinate, let it be epsilon. Okay, and here number of moles initially, so before the commencement of reaction, the number of moles of the component I am going to represent that as Ni0. Ni0 is nothing but number of moles of the component I or a species I, okay, before the commencement of reaction or at the beginning, right? Then Ni, what is Ni? Ni is the number of moles of ith species, right, at a particular stage where the reaction coordinate is epsilon, right? Now if I integrate, what will I get? I'll write here. Yeah, so if I integrate, integration of dni is ni, upper limit is ni, lower limit is ni naught. So if I substitute the limits, I'll get ni minus ni naught equal to, in the right hand side we have I'll take nu I as because nu I is the stoichiometric number. Okay, stoichiometric number for ith species in a given reaction, it is a constant, so you can take it out. Then integral of d epsilon is equal to epsilon. If you substitute the limits, you will get simply epsilon here. Okay, or we can write number of moles of the ith species at a particular stage, okay, of the reaction, okay, where the reaction coordinate is epsilon, can be given as number of moles of the ith species at the beginning plus, okay, plus nu I into epsilon. What is nu I? Nu I is nothing but the stoichiometric number of the ith species, and the epsilon is the reaction coordinate. Okay, so keep this in mind, this is very, very important. Then then we know very well the total number of moles of all the species, total number of moles of all the species at a particular stage of reaction. Okay, some reaction is going on at a particular stage. What is the total number of moles of all the species present in the reaction mixture? okay, which is given as summation of number of moles of each and every species, okay, which is present in the reaction mixture. Okay, so which is equal to summation, and we know very well what is Ni. Ni is nothing but Ni naught plus nu I into epsilon. Okay, this is the expression for Ni, and we can divide this into two. Summation of Ni naught. What is summation of Ni naught? This is nothing but total number of moles, okay, before the commencement of reaction, okay, or at the initial condition, right? Yeah, this is total number of moles, okay, at the initial condition, right? Plus we have this term, that is nu I into epsilon, where nu I is the stoichiometric number and epsilon is the reaction coordinate. Okay, now here I'll show you an important thing. Separate, see, summation of this nu I into epsilon, okay, can be written as epsilon into summation of nu I, right? See, epsilon is the reaction coordinate, right, which is actually independent of the stoichiometric number. Okay, so in a given reaction, epsilon is a constant at a particular stage of the reaction. Okay, so you can take epsilon out, therefore you can write this as epsilon into summation of nu I. What is summation of nu I? It is the sum of stoichiometric numbers of all the species present in the reaction. Okay, so so if you add all these things, you will get another quantity. I am going to represent that quantity as nu. Okay, so what is nu here? Where nu is nothing but summation of nu I. Okay, now I am going to substitute this here. So if I substitute that, what will I get? So total number of moles N is equal to summation of Ni naught. This Ni naught, okay, I am going to represent this as N0, right? I am representing this as N0. What is N0? N0 is nothing but total number of moles of all the species at the beginning of the reaction, or before the commencement of reaction. Okay, you know very well, before the commencement of reaction we have only reactants, so it is nothing but total number of moles of reactant also, right? So N is equal to N0 plus epsilon into nu. This is the expression for total number of moles of all the species present in a reaction mixture at a particular stage of a reaction. Okay, so that stage is represented, that stage is given by epsilon. Okay, if epsilon is 0, we say that the reaction is not yet started. Okay, as epsilon value increases, okay, that means reaction progresses, right, to some extent. Okay, so epsilon will tell you the extent of reaction, right? Yeah. Then I'll give one more information here. I'll write it here. Okay, see, what is the mole fraction? Mole fraction of ith species in the reaction mixture. Mole fraction, you know very well, mole fraction is nothing but number of moles of ith species divided by total number of moles. Okay, so what is the number of moles of ith species, right, which is nothing but N0 plus nu I epsilon, correct? Okay, see here we have what is that? Ni is equal to Ni0, I'm sorry, Ni0, right, clearly we have this expression. Yeah, see, nu I is Ni is equal to Ni naught. We know very well, Ni naught plus nu I into E. What is Ni naught? Ni naught is nothing but number of moles of the ith species, okay, at the beginning of the reaction, right? And nu I into epsilon, right? Nu I is the stoichiometric number of the ith species and epsilon is the reaction coordinate, right, divided by total number of moles. What is total number of moles? Which is nothing but N0 plus epsilon into nu. Okay, this is the formula we are going to use, okay, to find the mole fraction of ith species in a reaction mixture. Okay, yeah, I stop here. We'll continue this in the next lecture. Thank you.